Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Alisha. Shall we start, or we are waiting for the formal welcome by Maving team?
Please start.
Hello.
Yeah, please start.
All right, thank you. So, namaste to everyone. My name is Sanjay, and it's indeed a privilege to facilitate a session today on unconstrained thinking and creative problem solving. By formal qualification, I'm an engineer, but about 20 years back, I chose to be in the field of human development. And I also discovered that the way we think is the way we create our destiny is such a true statement. So my subject that I chose to operate on is attitudes, paradigms, mindset change, and also that leads to changes in the teams, organizations, and we are able to produce bigger, better results for ourselves in life. So today's topic on unconstrained thinking, let's first define, and this pigeon is asking an expert, what is unconstrained? What does it mean? The word itself. So an expert advisor is saying unrestrained, free, unreserved, uninhibited, uncontrolled, easy, natural, unbridled, unrestricted, and dissolute. These are some of the words which represent unconstrained. So if anybody has something to add, I would be most welcome to hear that. And if you have doubts or questions, please feel free to interject in between and ask. We would be speaking a mix of Hindi and English. So please be comfortable. I believe everyone would understand English, the language which we use on a day-to-day basis. So if anybody has questions, I would wait and pause and listen to those questions. Anybody? All right, let me proceed then. So we understand the word constraint, जो हमें रोकता है solutions ढूंढने से, रोकता है हमें आगे बढ़ने से, रोकता है हमको पावरफुल कन्वर्सेशंस करने से या पावरफुल एक्शन लेने से. तो ये कंस्ट्रेंट एग्जिस्ट कहाँ करते हैं, दैट्स द क्वेश्चन. सो फॉर ऑल ऑफ यू एंड एनीबडी कैन अनम्यूट एंड स्पीक, ये कंस्ट्रेंट्स रिसाइड कहाँ करते हैं, बैठते कहाँ पे हैं, बैठे कहाँ होते हैं, टू बी प्रिसाइज. सो एनीबडी?
हमारे माइंड में ही होते हैं.
बिल्कुल जी, एकदम ठीक, कि माइंड में ही होते हैं. और कई बार तो हमें पता भी नहीं होता कि हमारे माइंड में ही है. एंड वो एक स्टेटमेंट है ना कि ये ब्लाइंड स्पॉट की तरह होते हैं, यानी कई बार तो हमें ये भी नहीं पता होता कि हमें पता नहीं है, लेकिन वो बैकग्राउंड से ऑपरेट करते रहते हैं. वी आर अनअवेयर, वी आर नॉट अवेयर दैट वी आर नॉट अवेयर ऑफ दोज and they keep acting from the background. और इसके एग्जाम्पल कुछ लोग हो सकता है एग्री करते हो, कुछ लोग अभी हो सकता है स्ट्रगल कर रहे हो, तो इसके कुछ एग्जाम्पल लेते हैं नेक्स्ट स्लाइड में. आई होप ऑल ऑफ यू हैव पेन एंड पेपर, and I would request if any those of you who can switch on their videos would be very great, so that I have some experience of being with another uh, like-minded people here. So all of you know Roman numbers? Yes, no? I hope that's a yes.
Yes, yes.
So what is it in Roman?
10.
Yeah, very good. Now next time when I give a problem, you can reply in the chat box. Okay, so the next question is, how can I add one line and make it 9? Let me check the chat box. Very good, Aman, thank you so much. Aman says add a 1 and it becomes 9. Very good. Now let's proceed. By adding one more line, can you make it 6? Please reply privately to me as an individual, directly to me and not to the group. So Naveen says, no, it's not possible. We'll wait for 10-15 more seconds for someone else to respond. Please add one more line and make it 6. Looks so difficult because a constraint has taken its shape. Let me show you how we can make 6 by adding just one more line. Some of you must be smiling, and they discovered that it didn't have to be a Roman number, and also it didn't have to be a straight line. And many of you struggled because the constraint came in the mind. No, Pritamji, that is not 6. Will it be? There is a dot there. And also we have changed the position of the cross. We have made it a V. We said by adding only one line, can you make it 6? So the message here, key message here is, it's not a debate to win or lose. The key message here is the mind creates many times unnecessarily constraints, and those constraints do not allow us to resolve issues and problems. One more very interesting example, and that is trainer's favorite. So those who are in the field of training and development would probably know the answer to this. At some level they would know, but then we will graduate and postgraduate and do PhD in this particular challenge. So the challenge here is the challenge. These are 9 small circles placed in the 3x3 matrix. And you got to the challenge here is, please join the 9 circles with 4 straight lines without lifting your pen. Try it out on your pen with your pen and paper and see if you can get the answer. And if you do, then please say yes in the chat box. Read the problem once again. Please join the 9 circles with 4 straight lines without lifting your pen and retracing any line. See, by doing all this, we are identifying where the constraints exist and how we can resolve them, how we can find answer to some of our very challenging, pressing problems in life. My intention is to make it practical later. First, let's have some fun with constraints. If you have the solution already known to you, then you can just say yes and we proceed. And some of you may not and may struggle. In fact, if you have not resolved it earlier, believe me, it can take hours and hours and not straight find a solution to this. Because somehow the mind has created a constraint here. Read and reread the problem. Maybe the solution is in the problem itself. All right, let me give you the solution to save time, because once the mind gets stuck, it's not possible to find a solution. Here is the solution. Line number 1, straight line. Line number 2, line number 3, and line number 4. All right, and why we could not resolve this? Because the mind created a constraint that you cannot go out of the imaginary box formed by the 3 by 3 matrix. When we are open to possibilities, we are many times able to resolve problems. This is called out of the box thinking. By the way, mind created a box, imaginary box in the 3 by 3 matrix and could not resolve this issue. Now this was like undergraduate level puzzle. Now we will go to the next level. Let's see whether you can resolve this if your mind has started thinking unconstrained. Next, please join the 9 circles with 3 straight lines without lifting your pen and retracing any line. If we have learned the formula in the previous one, this one should be easier to resolve. Now you don't have 4 lines, you have only 3 lines. Please join the 9 circles with 3 straight lines without lifting your pen and retracing any line. Difficult, nahin? Now look, we'll go faster. Let's see how we used the learnings from the previous one. Line number 1, line number 2, and line number 3. It was possible to resolve with the learnings of the previous one. Now let me see whether we can take you to the postgraduate level or the doctorate level of this problem. Look at the problem now, the next one. Please join the 9 circles with 1 straight line without lifting your pen and retracing any line. Now you don't have 4 lines, 3 lines, you have only 1 line. How can you join the 9 circles with only 1 straight line without lifting your pen and retracing any line? All right, so far there are no yeses in the chat box. Yeah, thank you, Mayor. You have said a yes. Any more? Yeah, Sanju says, I think straight line covering all. How can we do that? Let me see how we can do that. Here is the solution. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 1 line. We never said there that the dots cannot be moved. Those circles could not be moved. Nowhere it's written. but somehow the mind creates a constraint. One has to think, and you said it, now it's becoming real and practical for us, that many times the constraints are only in the mind. Now let me see whether you have gone to the double doctorate level of this problem. And this would be easier to resolve. Please join the 9 circles without any line. Yeah, to move quickly, I said this is possible. Without a line also, you can connect all the circles by moving all the circles and stacking them one over the other. So we say that unconstrained thinking can many times resolve issues which look impossible to resolve or find a solution to. And here are some practical uses. In almost all schools, water taps are at the same height from the ground. That caused problem for taller and shorter children. Shorter children used to find it very difficult to reach the height of the tap, and the taller children would were finding it very difficult to bend down and drink water. Till a small girl thought of and called the plumber and said, "Why don't you install the taps like this in a tilted way?" And this resolved the whole issue. The red one here resolved all the issue. The taller could drink water easily, and the shorter children could also. This is another example of out of box thinking. Normally we think in straight lines, linear solutions. Somehow linear solutions don't work. There are lateral solutions to problems. Inclined installation of water taps. Another example we give here is car parking was not possible on both sides of the boundary wall because lane on one side and columns on the left. This is the situation here. It's from the top view that it was not possible to park the cars. These black ones are columns which are going to about the ninth floor. So it was not possible to park this car or even this was a lane. The black one here was a lane. So I'll share with you that how this was resolved. The boundary wall was made in the zigzag manner. No straight lines. This is zigzag manner. Normally all boundary walls are made straight. So neither this side nor that side parking was possible. While when we made the boundary wall in zigzag manner, it was possible to park not 5 but 6 cars in the same place, same area. And it was possible for every car to move and go out and get parked in. All right, let's have one more example. These are 4 matchsticks. By moving only one matchstick, can you make it a square? I'll go faster now because we are already 20 minutes into the session. So here is the solution, and many of you would struggle. There is a small square here, which by moving this to the right side made it possible. Otherwise, you put these 4 matchsticks in this manner, and you will find that it is almost like many hours of a struggle, and you can't make a square by moving only one. While you move this one a little, and the square appears in between. Sometimes it's a very small idea that resolves the problem. That's what we are saying here. So let's go to how do these constraints appear in our real life? These were some puzzles to prove the point. Now we will see how these constraints appear in our mind in real life. Let's take some examples. They appear things like this. I can't control my anger. Nobody understands me. There is politics all around me, in office or in the neighborhood. I can't be patient with everyone. I get tired and fatigued very fast. I don't think that I can save money. This one, by the way, is very, very popular. Many of us think that they can't save money. My job is very monotonous and boring. I lived at it for about a year and then I discovered that there are many creative and interesting ways of doing my job. And I got my extraordinary results out of that unconstrained thinking. Many times people put a tick mark on the first one. I can't control my anger. And then there are hidden ones like nobody understands me. There is politics. मैं राजनीति का शिकार हो गया हूँ ऑफिस में. Yeah, I can't be patient with everyone. I get tired and fatigued. So these are some of the common constraints that the mind creates, and then life becomes heavier than what it is. I have too much to do and less time to do it. I don't have enough time to handle all the work. So the constraints appear like this. These are called mind constraints or mind binders. They create a kind of roadblock to progress and possibilities which exist for the privilege of being human. So we say life is an extension of thoughts and attitudes. What we think reflects in the world around us through our behavior. So once the mind binder takes a grip, a constraint takes a grip on us, we start behaving that way. Our behavior is shaped by that mind binder. We say, if the mind says it's not possible, then we don't even look for possibilities because it's a lid that closes the possibilities. If our thoughts about ourselves and our abilities are negative or limiting or constrained, we tend to overlook the positives and the potential that we have. We actually hypnotize ourselves. It's like self-fulfilling prophecy. It's like hypnotizing ourselves in doing what we believe in. And if our belief is constrained, then our behavior would be constrained. Our destiny would also be constrained then. We will not be able to realize our full potential that we are born with. So if you wait for some more time, just be patient. It's all going to take practical shape for each one of us. Every word we repeat and believe tends to shape our behavior. Words that may be having a negative impact on our lives are called constraints or mind binders. They are words that take root and grow. And on the previous slide were some of the samples. So my question to all of you now is that so far, what opened up for you? Any one of you is free to speak, and please add value by contributing to the session. Yes, Marnosh.
So, in my journey, one thing I've realized and seen, what affected me most was this one binder saying, I get tired very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And when I did a little bit of introspection, I realized that it was my approach to various things that I was doing in life, which were not thought out, which were more impulsive in nature, and they were badly timed. That was the reason why it was having that ripple effect or a whiplash effect and, fatiguing me. So once I understood that, I realized that everything does not have to happen tomorrow, number one, which means have patience. Second thing is that sometimes you have to accept certain things are not meant for you. So just let it go. So many times we don't understand that we need to let go. Thereby removing that one burden that you're carrying unnecessarily. And finally, how much time are you spending on yourself to improve yourself? Not just in one aspect of behavior, but an overall approach to life itself. And that actually, I noticed, over a period of time, and then it became a kind of a habit with me that I actually don't think of the word tired unless I'm physically not active and the body starts, demanding a little more of activity. Otherwise, mentally, you're not really that tired.
Yeah, good. Thank you, Manoj, for sharing that. I wish to ask you, have you resolved this issue to a large extent, or is it still alive for you and bothers you?
To a large extent, to a very large extent.
Very good, very nice. So I would be now asking some other people, someone else, to share something that is alive for them, that is unresolved, that is pending, is looming on the head. And if you wish to share that challenge, please put yourself on unmute and speak.
जिंदगी में बहुत कुछ कर दिया, अब और क्या करना है?
So do you see it as a challenge?
Yes.
Anyone else?
Yeah, sir. I always feel other people trigger me and then I am not my best. In the family, people give me trigger. And as much as I know, I'm giving them authority to give me a trigger, but actually it's just uncontrollable at that.
No, just one. What's your name? Ashmi, right?
Ashmi? Yes, yeah.
Yeah. Ashmi, when we go to the next stage and we will understand the process that I have designed for creative problem solving, we will understand that at the time of defining the problem, we don't give the solution. So the problem is that I get triggered very fast. That can be a problem statement. And then when we say that others trigger me, that is maybe part of the solution, and then that is part of one of the possible solutions. There may be others.
Okay, shall I say?
Yes, please.
Right, I just want to know a bit more about this life as an extension of your thoughts and attitudes, what we think, what we think reflects in the world around us through our behavior. So, I'm very tolerant to a long extent, to a large extent for a long time. And then when it keeps building up, provocation keeps building up, then ultimately then sometimes I find that I, lose control. But, that's the thing, I don't seem to be able to do anything. If I take control, I'm not able to take control early on because I have to be at the receiving end of so many things. And then later on, I'm not able to handle it. So I lose complete control.
So do you wish to understand the statement, life is an extension of our thoughts? Or you wish to resolve an issue which is bothering you that you are not able to control anger or upsets?
Both, I want to understand how our behavior affects life becomes an extension of our behavior. And to resolve this also.
So Sanju, can I call you Sanju, right?
Yes, of course.
Sanju, to give you a short reply to the first statement for which you have sought clarification. Somebody's mic is on. Kuldeep, can you? Just a minute. Yeah. So the clarification on life is an extension of thought, a very short response to that, and we can have a longer discussion later, because this session particularly is not about analysis of the statements which are written here. Then we would be eating into the time dedicated for real work of problem solving. So life is an extension of thought. When we write there, my short response would be fully present. Listen to this very carefully. I say everything is created twice. Once in the mind, second in the reality. Before something gets created in the reality, it gets created in the mind first. For example, if I'm sitting on this chair, the design and its construct came in somebody's mind first, and then it took shape through welding, through carpentry, or through possible things. If you see the largest building in the city, you would find that it came in somebody's idea first. It came in somebody's mind first. And then it got created in reality. Somebody designed, somebody bought the material, somebody paid for the material, and somebody constructed by hand and mortar and all that. So Sanjeev, what I say here is that life is an extension of our thoughts. Everything gets created once in the mind, and then it takes shape in reality. All our actions first take shape in the mind. So that would be my short response, and we can have a longer and a much
Also
elaborate
karma,
discussion
isn't it?
on. Yes,
Also,
Sanju?
also your karma. So you may not have thought about it in this life, but in some other life, it may have been the result of your thinking there. Yes?
Yes, Sanju, this is again I don't know whether you attended my karma session or not.
Yeah, I did.
You did, okay. So we are not getting right now into the extent much of this discussion. We will proceed with the problem solving because I have invited all the friends to come with, or to the session would be on unconstrained thinking and problem solving.
Okay.
So, and we will definitely have a longer discussion on what you are saying.
All right.
I have with love called it De4 model because consultants and trainers like to play with acronyms. But it's a very simple process that we would go through. Creative problem solving process. We say it goes through 4 stages. First, define the problem. And Ashmiji, now is the invitation to you to define the problem and its context and nothing else at the moment. We don't say part of the solution here. We just define the problem. Don't worry, we'll go through these stages one by one. Okay. And the second stage is we find and debate on many possible solutions to this challenge that we define here, and many creative ways of resolving it. Don't worry, it will all become practical. We'll see. We use brainstorming at this stage. Out of the box thinking is also part of that brainstorming. And then at the third level, we decide on the best possible solution using filters, selection filters. We will talk about what does it mean to have a selection filter. And then stage 4 is determine the effectiveness of the solution and also future possibilities of where all this solution can be applied in addition to where it has been applied for this problem. So we'll go stage wise. And now we are, how many of us are in the room? Shall we divide into groups? Oh, there is quite a large number. So let's have people in some breakout rooms so that they can discuss one of the problems. So we will break out rooms. Let me just 1 second. Let me create some rooms and we will define the problem there. This stage we will go through and experience the session online for our real life. So each one of you must be having some real life challenges. We'll give you about 1 minute, 8:37 it is. We may have to extend the session up a little bit, and let's define the problem in the breakout rooms. So we'll have 3 persons in each room so that you can quickly come out with one of the challenges with, for the plenary to discuss it.
I'm sorry, can you repeat the class?
We are sending you to the breakout rooms to discuss one of the problems that you are facing.
Okay.
Just a moment. I placed each one of you in a group of 3. And please define the problem there, and please understand that a problem well defined is like solving it. Ask what is the problem. State it as specifically as possible, giving attention to all the facets of the problem. Only one request is that define the problem in the shortest possible statement. Please don't get into stories and long statements and phrases. For example, my challenge is कि मुझे गुस्सा बहुत आता है. Bas that's it. So if you have defined the problem in the shortest possible manner, the solution finding would be easier and easier. So that's what we are saying here. All right, I'm opening the rooms for 6 minutes. Closing in about 1 minute. Please define the problem. All right, closing now in 10 seconds. So let's hear some of the participants on what problem did they define. 2 or 3 of you will get chance, and then we'll take one of them to anchor on and resolve, use it as a template to resolve other challenges. Yes, who would like to share? Did you define a challenge?
Yes, I did.
Yes, Aman.
So my problem is that I was only able to define it. I wasn't able to find a solution. And
yeah, that's very good. In fact, at the time of defining, the solution is not discovered. Very good. You have done very well. If you have defined the problem, what is it? Would you?
So my problem that I face is, so right now I'm 26 and I'm in the Merchant Navy. And what I face right now is that if I make a goal, if I have a certain goal for myself, I have a really high drive in my head. Ki, okay, for example, I want to do my MBA at 29 or 30, or once I become a third engineer. I want to do my MBA after that. But I really feel that I've not done enough homework for what I want to do. Like, for example, when I joined the Merchant Navy, I honestly had very little idea of what kind of work goes into it. Once I went there, I liked it, but I did not like the work-life balance that I have. So I feel that for example, if I want to do an MBA, I know I want to do an MBA, but this is just to get out of Merchant Navy, but I don't know what kind of work will be there. And I have that drive in my head, but I don't put it out in action in like real life.
Can I request you for one thing?
Yeah, please.
When you have defined the problem, can you share the problem in about 15 words? That's it, less than 15 words.
Okay, got it. Yeah. I think lack of drive. I have drive in my head, but not in action.
So those are two statements and a little longer than 15 words. Could you define it further?
More than this?
Less than this. In one statement, if you were to define.
Just lack of drive.
All right, very good. I feel lack of drive. And maybe add a little more when and for what.
Lack of drive for the goals that I have in my head.
Beautiful. That's one statement. So if someone else would like to share their problem, then let's first understand how to define a problem. See, what was happening between Aman and me was that Aman was sharing his problem. At the same time, there was too much detail that's not required at this stage. Define the problem as crisply as possible, and also when does it happen? Yes, please. Naveen.
I am very fearful of doing any work.
Very good, Naveen.
Considering
I am stopped by fear at the time of taking any initiative. That's okay. Very good.
Yes.
Yes, third one, so that we are sure that everyone almost got it. Yes, Meher.
Being indecisive.
Very good. And that's very crisp, that I am indecisive. Very good. So let's now proceed with this, what we were doing there.
Can I share?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. Unable to deal with chaotic, unstable people.
Oh, very good. I find it very difficult to deal with chaotic, unstable people. All right. So stage 2, we will now go to stage 2, debate on many possible creative solutions. And for this, we will spend some time. Generate solutions. To have a great idea, have lots of them. Thomas Edison said it. Gather all possible solutions, no matter how wild they may seem. So what we are saying here is find as many solutions to the problem as possible by asking, by reflecting, by introspecting, by doing whatever, but find as many possible. We will have a small fun activity of 3 minutes here. That what we will do is that we will find possible usage of 3 or 4 items which are available around you. So each group will get one item. We will have 4 rooms now and 3 minutes for doing it. This is sort of a brainstorming and out of the box thinking, where we are training you how to think out of the box, whereby all solutions are collected. So we will now train you on that. Many possible ways of utilizing the item. I will be dividing the group into 4 groups. The group number one, maybe you can find out from your room, in how many ways can a following item be used? A water bottle, a pencil, a chair, or a wristwatch. So if you are in room number 1, you would be discussing the usage, a possible usage of a bottle. Room number 2, a pencil, and room number 3, chair, and 4th, a wristwatch. So let me quickly define 4 rooms. We create 4 rooms.
We have to write it down?
Yeah, you can write down, and when you come back, please let us know the list of in how many ways the bottle or the assigned item can be used. Four rooms now. This is a 3-minute activity, please. Not 9 minutes as it is shown there. Sorry, I could not change the time there. Hi, Alicia. Till what time can we proceed with this? Hello, Alicia.
So you're on mute.
अच्छा, अभी हम लोग को क्या करना है?
What are we discussing here?
So you're on mute. You're on mute, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to unmute myself. Thank you for pointing out. So a particular item was assigned to your team, Aman. Would you like to share how many usage you found for that?
Sir, we were
First
assigned
tell the number. First tell the number, how many usage you found and what item was assigned.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Sanju, just hold on, please.
No, sir. He's from
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yes, Sanju. What was the item assigned?
Pencil.
Pencil.
Okay.
I'm just counting, no?
So don't count, just share quickly what all are the possible usage of a pencil.
Shall I just tell all of them? Okay. You can poke someone, you can draw with it, you can write with it, you can do magic tricks with it, you can bookmark, you can play games with it, you can you can tie something around it with it. Then you can use it for itching, you can use it for cleaning your ears, you can use it for cosmetics, darkening your eyebrows, mascara and all that. Then you can use it to message someone by throwing it in someone's direction. You can use it to lift a boiling, the lid of a boiling vessel, just to see how whether the bubbles are coming, steam bubbles are coming out of it. You can use it for what?
Tying your hair was also there in that.
Yes.
Women use it for tying their hair, like
Yeah. Women use it for tying their hair.
Very good. So what we see is we are very creative people. As a sample, I will show you the uses of bottle. And we are not taking views from other groups because it would be a version of repetition. I'll quickly go through how many ways a bottle can be used. Look. There are some very interesting and funny ways when you think out of the box.
Oh yes, amazing.
See, a bottle can be used as a funnel. It can be used as a flower vase. It can be used as a decoration piece. Somebody has made a nice chandelier out of bottles. Look how many ways the wristwatches are possible. I mean, you can spend your 10, 15 days thinking about possible designs of watches. And these are only very few which were collected in about 10 minutes yesterday evening. And there are many, many more. You go to any watch shop, you will find and see the mind-boggling possible uses. In how many ways a vehicle can be used? Look. So I'm sorry, I'm going a little faster just to get the message across that any item can be used in many ways. Therefore, believe me, friends, we can resolve a problem in many ways. Like just now, your creative bone is open. Think about in how many ways you can solve and resolve that particular problem that you had. We will go to stage 3 later. First, we will find at stage 2 what possible solutions you can discover or identify for the problem that you defined. For example, if we talk to Aman, what was your challenge?
Sir, lack of drive for like putting it in action.
So let's focus on one of these and let's find some creative ways of generating drive. So first let's ask Aman and then we will help Aman find out how many ways drive can be improved or drive can be found or generated.
So I think we could start off with something from the ground level, like this is something that I read on the internet, that the easiest way to achieve your goals is to start off by doing something that you have in your head. Like, for example, if you say, before sleeping, I'll just watch one episode of something and then I will sleep at any cost.
All right. This is one of the solutions.
Yeah.
So Aman, can you note down with pen and paper that one solution, possible solution is before sleeping, write the idea for drive. Anybody else would like to help Aman with a creative idea how to build drive?
I want to come in.
Yes, Samina.
Yeah, it's something like you do interesting thing like your hobby or some whatever you like, and then you get on, so you will find your solution.
Great, Samina. Thank you. Aman, please note down this also. Find a hobby and nurture it. Is that what Samina says? All right. Anybody else?
Yeah, maybe Aman can make a poster visualizing that he has already achieved it, and
Very
forward
good.
acknowledgement.
Ashmi, thank you
Yes,
so
please.
much. And I'm sorry for getting impatient because in time we have to complete also. Aman, can you note down this? Design a nice poster.
Yes, sir.
Because a visual gives a very good idea, yeah, that you have already achieved what you are set for.
You can
Anyone else?
You can contact a friend to keep tabs on you that you're on track.
Very, very good. This is great idea. Aman, write down this also. Find a buddy to push you, to remind you for your drive. Anybody else?
Exercise. Energize yourself.
Yes, Uma. Thank you. Please add. Aman, please add exercise. Anybody else?
Speak to a role model.
Very nice, sir. Dabasji, thank you so much. Aman, can you note down that? Think of a role model and think of how he would think and act for building drive.
Yes, meditate for 10 to 15 minutes. Can meditate.
Meditate. All right. Aman, please write. Meditate. Yeah, Manoj.
Pick up those things that give you, that you know that you will be successful in it. That will motivate you to go on further.
Very good.
Things, which gives you success instantly.
Very nice, Manoj. Thank you. Aman, have you noted these?
Yes,
5, 6? Because
yes,
you will be asked to share what all ideas you got.
Yes, sir.
So at that time, your list has to come alive for all of us.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, somebody was saying
Yeah.
Samina ji was saying, yes.
I have to say one more thing, that you can read inspiring and exemplary heroes, who have achieved it. And
Very
that
nice.
The drive to achieve your goal.
Yeah, thank you. Aman, read stories of successful people.
Yes,
inspiring stories of successful people. What else? Anyone
Go
else?
to motivational seminars.
Very good. Attend motivational seminars. Internet is full of YouTube gives many opportunities to listen to some very good speakers.
Yeah.
Yes,
Sir,
Ashley.
also, yeah, it's all right to acknowledge your vulnerability, that you felt vulnerable or you could not do this, and you're a human being, and it's all right to feel that way and move on, then move forward.
Nice. Aman, could you please capture this in Ashmiji, if you could speak in one sentence, what is the idea?
Except that
Sorry, the voice got.
we all are not perfectionists, so it's all. Yes, may I speak now?
Yeah, accept yourself who you are, what you have.
No, I meant to say accept the vulnerability that we can be part of this, and that's all right. Still, we can move on.
Very good. Accept the vulnerability of it. Anybody else? One more or two more?
So I think I would like to add something to it as well.
Sure.
I think that talking to people about a particular problem actually helps a lot, because
Very good. So please write this also. Talk to people. And talk to those whom you find self-motivated. Please do not talk to those who are already in, in a low mood.
Yeah.
When somebody is in a high mood, or find people who are in high moods and high, energy, talk to those people. So how many ideas you got?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
All right. Now we will move to stage 3 and see how to select an idea by using selection filters. So stage 3, let me just 1 second, move to stage 3 here. Decide on the best solution using selection filters. Now, what is this rocket science called selection filters? Let's understand this. As you would find in all my sessions, that we give very simple ideas. So it looks a little technical, but it is not. So once we rid ourselves of traditional thinking, we can get on with creating the future. James Bachan, and I will share what are selection filters. Look at this statement. Identify a criteria based on which you will select the solution. You had 11, 12 solutions in the previous stage. Now, which solution you can define the hierarchy of ideas. It may be least cost. It may be least time. Time frame may be the least. The idea you would select should take least time, or it should be least expensive, or the chances of recurrence should be minimum, or maximum value and for the investment that you make. Or there could be some more criteria, like minimum discomfort to people is already covered here. There can be some more criteria, and within those criteria you can decide a hierarchy. That first and topmost is that it should take minimum time. For example, if that's the prime criteria, then based on that criteria, certain solutions you can filter out that they don't fit into this criteria. So using this selection filters, Aman, could you speak up all the ideas and which selection filter you would like to apply?
Sir, I didn't really get what you were saying. I mean, like, I got some of it. Like, you want me to actually put these into particular groups of how things are going to be?
No, wait. Sorry, the time pressure on me, I am taking unnecessarily.
No, sir, please.
You had 11, 12 ideas, right?
Yeah.
Out of those ideas, you would have to choose 1 or 2 to apply.
Yeah, correct.
How it is done through selection criteria. So first decide the selection criteria. For example, I will select that solution which would take minimum time to apply.
Okay.
Or it would take minimum cost to apply. Or it would take minimum
discomfort
to me.
Okay.
So which criteria is best suitable for you?
I feel this think and talk to your role model, because
no. The first decide the criteria.
Okay. First, the criteria is I think I could go out of this. I think practicality.
All right. Yeah, you can go out of this criteria. There can be other criteria.
Yeah, because also. I know people, but I'm just not acting upon it. I know people who I can talk to.
Very good.
More
practical. It should be practical.
Yeah.
Right. So based on that criteria, which out of those 11, 12 solutions, which fits the best?
I think there are 2. One is thinking and talking to your role model, and then meditating for 10 to 15 minutes. I think.
Wow. Very good. Have you noted those 2 ideas?
Yeah.
Very good. You can underline.
Yeah.
Out of it. So these are the 2 ideas which I would apply. Now, we move quickly to 4th stage, stage 4. Sorry, decide on, wait, there is, if there is a similar or another version of this problem, how can you apply the same idea to other similar problems also in your life? Think about it. And at stage 4, that's what one of the things that we do is how we can create more future possibilities. How can we evaluate the solution? Whether the problem defined at stage 1 is getting resolved or not. This is stage 4, where we evaluate whether the solution is successful or not. And if not, then we go to stage 2 and choose some another solution. So Aman, did you find some workable solutions from the session today?
Yes, sir. I feel these. So I really don't share all of these problems out too much, and I think for starters, what I did was good. Like at least I shared and I got so many solutions for myself.
Oh wow, very nice. I know that others would have also found very useful solutions to their challenges. If not, we will have maybe a repeat or soon some another version of this. And you will find that these DE4, this process DE4 in which you define the problem, you debate on the solutions, you decide on the best solutions, and then recheck whether the solution has worked or not. So with that, we come to the concluding portion of the session. And I would like you to, if you wish to have any comments, suggestion or anything at this stage, please quickly type it in the chat box. And we close the session by 9:15. Or if anybody has a question, you can please write in the chat box and you'll see how we can respond to
Can we
that.
contact you personally?
Yeah, why not? I will just write my number here.
Yeah, that would be great.
Thank you so much. Happy to connect with all of you. We'll meet some other time and have an extended session. I'm aware that my sessions are generally long, and I believe in diving deeper into the subject. Therefore, it takes some time. I am here for some time. If any one of you is wanting to sign off, please go ahead and exit the session. I'm here for some time. Somebody's voice is Aditya ji, you are not on mute.
संजय जी
Okay.
Yes, please. प्रीतम जी बोलिए.
यस मेरे को जैसे मैंने कहा था बहुत कर लिया और कुछ करने के लिए है नहीं.
हाँ जी.
I am not able to find the purpose in life now. भगवान की तरफ ध्यान आता है पर उसके लिए तपस्या ज्यादा करनी पड़ती है, वो अब इतनी है नहीं एंथुसियाज्म.
Yeah, that's the situation which you define. What is, if you were to define it in the format of a problem, what would it be?
Format of a problem. प्रॉब्लम तो माइंड की है. फिर
हाँ जी.
प्रॉब्लम तो माइंड की है. बाकी और तो कुछ नहीं.
So say more. What was your childhood hobby?
क्रिकेट खेलते थे और स्टैम्प कलेक्टिंग का शौक था। अब वो म्यूजिक का, ड्रामे का भी शौक था। अब वो सब छूट गए।
Can I say something here?
Yes.
And it may be a bit confronting if you are okay with it.
Okay, fine, fine.
छूट गए कि छोड़ दिए?
छोड़ दिए।
किसने छोड़े?
मैंने ही छोड़े।
जो छोड़ेगा वही पकड़ सकता है।
बिल्कुल ठीक।
What are some very small, short actions you can take to go back to your hobby? Very small action.
म्यूजिक की क्लास पहले मैंने ज्वाइन की थी, गाना भी गाए थे। उसके बाद फिर मनी का कंस्ट्रेंट आ गया, फिर छोड़ दिया। क्योंकि मेरे पास रिटायरमेंट का जो फंड था ना, वो एग्जॉस्ट हो गया था।
आपका फेवरेट सॉन्ग कौन सा है?
मेरे सपनों की रानी कब आएगी तो।
एक 2-3 लाइन सुनाइए ना।
मेरे सपनों की रानी कब आएगी तू, बीती जाए जिंदगानी कब आएगी तू, चलिया तू चलिया। मेरे सपनों की रानी कब आएगी तू, बीती जाए जिंदगानी कब आएगी तू, चलिया तू चलिया।
Pritam ji, do you see that problem is in this? The solution is in the song itself. आपने क्वेश्चन पूछा कब आएगी तू।
हाँ।
और फिर नेक्स्ट लाइन क्या थी?
बीती जाए जिंदगानी कब आए।
ये फैक्ट है, देखिए।
हाँ,
बीती जाए जिंदगानी कब आएगी तू, चली आ तू।
चली आ।
चली आ तू। Can I request you for one thing?
Yes, yes.
आपको YouTube चैनल खोलना आता है अपना?
मैंने बनाया नहीं कभी, टेक्स हैवी नहीं हूं इतना मैं, अब सीख लूंगा फिर।
आज बना के जैसा भी गाते हैं ना। Can I give you some homework, sir?
Yes, yes.
जैसा भी चैनल बने, उल्टा सीधा टेढ़ा मेढ़ा, उसको आपने इवैल्यूएट नहीं करना है खुद।
ठीक है, ठीक है।
लेकिन आने वाले 2 दिन में 10 सॉन्ग्स डाल देने हैं उस YouTube चैनल पे।
अच्छा।
अपने गाए हुए। और उसी YouTube से सिखाने वाले बहुत हैं जो कुछ पैसे नहीं लेते, फ्री में सिखाते हैं। ये जर्नी को फिर से बिगिन करिए। That's my invitation to you.
Thank you, thank you.
A request, invitation and also a challenge and a homework. 5-6 चीजें एक संग दे दीजिए।
ठीक है, ठीक है।
पक्का? अब आपके पास मेरा नंबर भी है, आपके पास प्रीतम जी मेरा नंबर भी है।
Yes.
आप उस चैनल का लिंक मुझे भेजिएगा।
ठीक है।
And we in this group, whoever has formed a connect with
Well, I'm
you,
already in this group.
would like to see that channel.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Please share on Consciously Positive group.
ठीक।
We will like it and share it.
Thank you, Shavana. Thank you.
There is so much joy, and there are so many people looking forward to listening to your music.
Thank you.
So please don't give up.
Okay.
There's no need to give up. There is the life has not finished till it is continuing. So it's like no need to give up, no need to think पैसे नहीं है। आजकल बहुत हम लकी टाइम्स में जी रहे हैं जहाँ पे बहुत कम या ऑलमोस्ट 0 इन्वेस्टमेंट पे बहुत कुछ सीखा जा सकता है। बहुत अच्छी पोजीशन में है आप, जिस तरह का आपका घर पीछे दिख रहा है, आप बहुत लाखों करोड़ों से अच्छी पोजीशन में है।
दैट आई नो, थैंक यू।
और उस पोजीशन को यूज
फैमिली भी
करते
अच्छी
हुए,
है, ऐसी कोई बड़ी बात नहीं।
हाँ वही कह रहा हूँ।
I have been hero in my family earlier as well, but now I have almost given up. That's it.
हाँ तो आप देखेंगे जैसे ये छोटे छोटे एक्शन शुरू होंगे ना, फैमिली कनेक्ट अपने आप आने लगेगा। अभी the facility which I am using has a limited time here.
Yes,
I would have
understand.
continued with you for a longer time. Some other time, come over in this similar session and we will connect back and take it forward.
इस सेशन में तो मैं रेगुलर आता हूँ, पर स्टिल ठीक है, I have got your number. I'll repeat the number. 9810304304।
हाँ बढ़िया तो है।
ठीक है।
एक छोटा सा आप चाहें तो होमवर्क दे दूं मैं और
दे दीजिए,
Yes or no?
दे दीजिए। I'll talk to you.
बहुत लंबी एक लिस्ट बनानी है उन सब चीजों की जिनके प्रति आप थैंकफुल हैं।
वो तो मैं आजकल मैजिक की एक्सरसाइज कर रहा हूँ, ग्रेटिट्यूड की एक्सरसाइज कर रहा हूँ।
बहुत बढ़िया। ग्रेटिट्यूड एक्सरसाइज के लिए एक लिस्ट बना लीजिए,
वो तो
किन किन व्यक्तियों, किन किन परिस्थितियों और किन किन घटनाओं के प्रति आप धन्यवादी हैं,
वो मैंने
कृतज्ञ हैं।
वो मैजिक की एक्सरसाइज, मेरा पार्टनर भी मुझे पूरी तरह सपोर्ट करता है, लाइफ पार्टनर।
बहुत बढ़िया।
तो ऐसी बात नहीं, फॉलो अप भी रखते हैं, बट स्टिल आई एम स्ट्रगलिंग, दैट्स इट।
Pritam ji, become part of some group, like-minded people, you know. That also I think you can find.
Like-minded people.
Yeah, this is also great idea.
वैसे तो
very important, you know, and like Sanjay ji said, people who are not negative, you know, who have a very positive and a young outlook towards
yes,
life.
वो ही चाहिए मुझे।
That's what I want.
उस तरह का ग्रुप ही चाहिए मुझे।
Thank you. Become a group of Mavin itself, and you are already. So they are giving so many ideas. Very good facilitators come and every day share something new.
Yes, yes.
And useful.
इसीलिए मैं इस सेशन में आता हूँ रेगुलरली।
हाँ जी। Uma ji was saying something.
Yes. No, I say now, Pritam ji, you become a motivational speaker. आप कर सकते हैं, आप कर सकते हैं।
Yes, yes. People will trust me. People will trust me because of my experience anyway. Long experience.
Thank you so much. I am aware that time is limited and we need to disconnect.
आप ऐसे रेगुलर क्या करते हैं संजय जी?
हाँ जी।
ये स्पीकिंग मैं भी इंजीनियरिंग ग्रेजुएट हूँ। मैंने
यही सब करता रहता हूँ जी, दिन भर बस सीखता रहता हूँ।
हाँ ठीक है।
और कहीं पे अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलती है तो कुछ शेयर कर देता हूँ जो लोगों को यूजफुल लगता है।
ठीक है, ठीक है।
I don't charge individuals. I am a corporate trainer and companies pay me for my work.
Okay, that's it. That's it. Good, good. ठीक है, I'll be in touch with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ji. All the best.
Thank you. It was a very
pleasure, privilege.
Eye-opening session. Eye-opening session. Thank you.
And I can see almost all of you are still here. That means probably we did something very well and good for all of you.
Yes, that's right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Shavana. Thank you for continuing this session.
Sunira ji was saying something, is it? Want to say?
Sanjay ji, if you can please.
Yes, I would like to.
No, Sunira, we can't hear you. You are on mute.
Can you hear me now?
You are mute and we can still hear you. That's very interesting. Yes.
I'm mute. Yes. Sanjay ji, it was a wonderful session. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Though I joined midway, I was driving on the way. And here I would like to state my problem, which is bothering me since many, many years. I am jealous and kind of insecure. To elaborate, I realized this many years ago and have been attending Gita classes, but maybe I'm not dedicated enough to follow all the things.
Which Gita classes you go to?
I have a guru. I take her classes.
Okay.
And classes I take depending on my own convenience, which is not a good thing.
Let me seek permission from Shabana ji. How long we can go, Shabana ji? Alisha, Shabana?
Yeah, Sanjay ji, if you want to take it, please take it, and then we can stop. Yeah.
Thanks so much, Shabana ji.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you. So, jealousy. What are you jealous about?
People having more money than me. Few of them. It is only in the family. Rest I don't even care. And at the same time, I know that touch wood, I should always remain grateful to God. I can't spend the money I have. And we can't carry anything along.
So this jealousy which you experience, how does it show up in life?
It doesn't.
It doesn't. ध्यान से सुनिएगा क्वेश्चन को. Question ध्यान से सुनिएगा. Show up means, what I'm asking is, आप क्या कहती हैं और क्या करती हैं जब jealousy अंदर होती है तो?
मैं कुछ नहीं करती संजय जी. मैं कुछ भी नहीं कहती हूँ. It just bothers me inside. It's eating me. My own subconscious mind gets affected. I don't say anything to anybody. They are very near and dear ones, and I love them unconditionally. Money is one factor. Maybe I feel they are more privileged. They are more privileged.
जब ये jealousy का reactive behavior होता है या कोई भी reactive behavior होता है, तो तीन में से एक चीजें जनरेट होती हैं. ध्यान से इसमें देखिएगा, और चौथी नहीं होती. जब भी कोई भी रिएक्टिव बिहेवियर होगा तो ये तीन में से एक चीज होगी. अब आपको पहले तो आइडेंटिफाई करना है इन तीन में से कौन सी हो रही है आपके साथ. या तो फाइट होगा, लड़ाई होगी, या फ्लाइट होगा, यानी आप अवॉइड करेंगी उसको, या फ्रीज हो जाएंगी. फ्रीज मतलब चुप बैठ जाएंगी, किसी से कोई बात नहीं करनी.
Freeze.
ये तीन जो
My
है,
reaction would be freeze.
हाँ,
My reaction is freezing.
फ्रीजिंग. अब हमको ये समझना है.
I
और
do
आप
not
ये
fight.
देखेंगे,
I do not fight.
ये हाँ,
I do not fight. I do not flight.
I freeze. अब एक ध्यान से समझें कि ये जो किसी भी रिएक्टिव बिहेवियर में, किसी भी रिएक्टिव सिचुएशन में इन तीन में से एक ही होगी. जरूर मतलब कौन सी होगी वो तो डिपेंड करता है बहुत सारी चीजों पे, और उन पे अभी हम नहीं जा रहे एनालिसिस में. अभी हम ये समझ रहे हैं यही तीन में से एक होगी, और ये तीन में से एक कोई सी हमने आइडेंटिफाई कर ली कि हाँ जी फ्रीज हो जाती हूँ मैं मतलब नियरेस्ट टू फ्रीज है. मैं किसी बात नहीं करती, अकेले चली जाती हूँ, अवॉइड करती हूँ, चुप बैठ जाती हूँ, साइलेंस में होता है एंड ऑल. ये जो फाइट, फ्लाइट या फ्रीज मोड्स हैं हमारे, ये जनरेट होते हैं. एक ब्रेन के अंदर ग्लैंड है, उसका नाम है एमिगडाला. एक नहीं है, ट्विन ग्लैंड होती है, मतलब दो होती हैं, दोनों काम एक ही कर रही होती हैं. ये दो सिक्योरिटी गार्ड की तरह हैं जो स्कैन करते रहते हैं एनवायरनमेंट को, जो देखते हैं हमारी जान को कोई खतरा तो नहीं है. हमारे ब्रेन में ये दो गार्ड दिए हुए हैं जो स्कैन करते रहते हैं एनवायरनमेंट को कि हमारी जान को कोई खतरा तो नहीं है. और इनके पास ही थैलेमस नाम की एक ग्लैंड है जिसमें समझो ह्यूज मेमोरी है, और वो ये देखती रहती है कि पहले कभी खतरा हुआ था कोई चीज से, उससे ये वाला जो सामने जो दिख रहा है उससे कोई मैच तो नहीं मिल रहा. और जैसे ही मैच मिल जाता है जरा सा भी, तो वो ट्रिगर कर देती है या फाइट या फ्लाइट या फ्रीज मोड. और ये आज से नहीं है सुमीना जी, ये लाखों साल से हमारे डीएनए में प्रोग्राम्ड है ये चीज।
जी जी जी।
हमारे जो एंसेस्ट्रल होते थे, जब बीस्ट उनके सामने होता था तो उनके पास 3 ही तरीके होते थे बचने के, या तो लड़ो, या भाग जाओ, या छुप जाओ।
जी जी
चौथा तरीका नहीं होता था उनके पास, फाइट, फ्लाइट या फ्रीज।
जी।
और ये हमारे अंदर इनग्रेन्ड हो गया। और एमिगडाला जो है, जो ग्लैंड्स हैं, ये दिन भर में हजारों मिस्टेक करते हैं, लेकिन नेचर ने इनको अलाउ किया है कि ये मिस्टेक आप कर सकते हैं। क्यों अलाउ किया? क्योंकि अगर एक भी इनसे गलती हो जाए, कोई थ्रेट अगर अनडिटेक्टेड चली जाए तो जीवन को खतरा है। तो हमारे जीवन को बचाने के लिए ये बहुत सारी गलतियां भी करते हैं। उनमें से एक गलती ये है कि वो देखते हैं कि किसी के पास अगर ज्यादा है मेरे से तो मेरे जीवन को खतरा है। ये एक मिस्टेक है एक। ये माइंड बाइंडर की तरह कंस्ट्रेंट थिंकिंग जनरेट करती है
जी।
अंदर से वो बोलती है जीवन को खतरा है, जबकि जीवन को एक्चुअल खतरा नहीं है, बट उसने मिस्टेक कर दी। और आप खुद ही कह रही हैं कि खतरा नहीं है कोई, मेरे पास है काफी, ऐसे कोई चिंता की बात नहीं है, लेकिन मेरे को एक जनरेट हो जाता है डर, घबराहट, लोभ, मोह, काम, क्रोध, यहीं से जनरेट होते हैं सारे के सारे एमिगडाला से, अगर आप स्पिरिचुअल साइंस से समझें। और अगर ब्रेन साइंस लेटेस्ट उसमें समझें तो एमआरआई इमेजेस में एमिगडाला का साइज तक बड़ा दिखाई देता है जब आदमी गुस्से में होता है। गुस्सा, डर, जेलसी, हेट, डिसएम्पावरमेंट, जहां जहां से रिएक्टिव बिहेवियर शुरू होते हैं ना, उसकी जो जेनेसिस है वो है एमिगडाला ग्लैंड्स में। तो अब ये प्रॉब्लम तो चलो हमें मिल गई, अब सोल्यूशन क्या है? ओके, one of this, and then let me go through the second stage now of problem well defined कि हमारे एमिगडाला जो है वो ट्रिगर कर रहा है ये फ्रीज मोड। तो अब इसका सॉल्यूशन ढूंढते, पॉसिबल सॉल्यूशंस क्या क्या है क्रिएटिव प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग में। सेकंड स्टेज क्या है? फाइंड मेनी सॉल्यूशंस। तो फाइंडिंग मेनी सॉल्यूशंस कैन बी, अब यहाँ पे ग्रुप में इस टाइम करीब करीब समझो 8-10 लोग हैं करीब। अब हम आपसे भी पूछेंगे, उनसे भी पूछेंगे, मैं अपने कुछ जो थोड़ा बहुत जानता हूँ वो शेयर करूंगा, और जनरेट करेंगे बहुत सारे सॉल्यूशंस। और उन सॉल्यूशंस को आपको रिक्वेस्ट करेंगे कि कहीं लिख लीजिए, बल्कि चैट बॉक्स में लिख दें तो और अच्छा है, तो सबको हेल्प मिलेगी अगर आपको टाइपिंग आती है तो।
नहीं, मैं अपनी नोट पे लिख रही हूँ, बाद में शेयर कर दूंगी।
बाद में कर लीजिए, या अगर आप टाइप कर सकें तो बहुत अच्छा होगा, सबको हेल्प मिलेगी। या आई कैन रिक्वेस्ट अ वॉलंटियर to please type in. Would anyone like to volunteer to type as Sumira ji would be saying, and you would just have to type. Kevin, are you there?
I'll type it, sir.
All right, Sumira ji will type. So Sumira ji, please.
जनरल में हूं बट मैं ड्राइव कर रहा हूं।
Okay, Kevin ji. Samina ji will be typing in. So Meera ji, could you write what are your some of the possible solutions to handle this amygdala hijack?
It would be meditation.
All right, very good. I'll meditate. Meditation is one of the ways.
Meditation and make a gratitude journal.
Very good. Writing gratitude journal.
Love everybody and bless everybody. I do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Love and bless all.
Can I say something?
Very good. So yeah, in the next about 3 minutes, I'll have to close because the facilitating team says quickly complete. They have to proceed to another meeting. They need the facility for another meeting.
I realize.
So Meera ji, you got some 5-6 solutions, right?
Yes.
I just want to say, ask own self why it is bothering only to me, not to others. Why jealousy is bothering me?
नहीं, अभी questions में मत जाइए नीलम जी. Right now we are collecting solutions, not the root cause.
Ourselves. then there is some answer comes.
Yeah, there may be some answer there. However, not in the form of question. Please give in the form of suggestion or a solution.
Okay.
See, that's another method. I respect the method which Neelamji is talking about. We get into the 5 why process that gives us the root cause analysis of why the problem is occurring. Right now, however, we are asking what are some of the possible solutions to Sumiraji's problem. So these 5-6 solutions which you found, out of that, which one is the best, depending on your criteria, you can select one of them.
Okay.
Or 2 of them.
Okay.
So which one?
Counting my blessings and meditating.
Wow, great. Can I give you one suggestion?
Yeah, sure.
Read the book Peaks and Valleys.
Peaks and valleys. Okay.
Yeah, by Dr. Spencer.
Okay.
That will give you many ideas that what you are calling your valley and are jealous of the peaks of others, it may be somebody's peak. आप जहां पे हैं जिसको आप वैली कह रही हैं वो हो सकता है हजारों लोगों का पीक हो जो वहां पहुंचना चाहते हो जहां पे आप हैं.
Yes. I know everything. I do this. Auto suggestions also I do.
आप इस बुक को आप सजेशन है आप इस बुक को प्लीज पढ़िएगा.
Surely, I'll do that.
Right. I would be sorry. I would be closing now because need to respect
no
the time
problem
and the
at all.
facility which we are.
It was very helpful, Sanjay ji. Thanks so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Please write the name of the book.
Peaks and Valleys.
Peaks and Valleys.
Peaks and Valleys.
Yes.
Sanjay ji, I've written in the chat the few solutions. Please check what have I missed on.
Sorry, say it again.
I've written on the chat the solutions that she has written and you have told her.
Yeah, please check the chat box.
Yeah, in the chat box, what I missed out.
Yeah. I am writing the name of the book.
I've written the name of the book.
It is written there. I think someone should
Peaks
please
and Valleys.
add the Gita classes. Gita
What is
classes.
Dr.
Bhagavad
Spencer.
Gita.
Okay.
All right, signing off. Thank you so much.